What is up, YouTube? Very exciting news for you guys. It's Tuesday night here and just picked up the boys from the airport today. We got Matty T, good old Matt Thompson in the house. He's got a bunch of fluff on the back of his head, so hopefully you can pick that up. He had a new hoodie. We got Calvin, Mr. Videographer himself, behind the camera. He's gonna be here for like 3 weeks. And then he's coming to Vegas with me, so we're gonna document the shit out of this prep. We're gonna show you guys the ins, the outs, what I'm eating. Here it comes, and there he is.
Oh, my hair's terrible, sorry guys.
Oh no, his poor hair. But yeah, so we're gonna be showing you guys literally everything, trying to document the shit out of this prep. Training, food, how I feel, everything, you know, all that good stuff. Super excited. You guys are gonna fucking love it. I wanna just pump out the content. You guys have been asking for it. I've been saying I'm gonna do it, so here we are, we're doing it. It's gonna be a goddamn good time. So get ready for the 2019 Olympia series prep. We're gonna fuck shit up, show you guys absolutely everything. And Courtney King will be making her many appearances. Look at this beautiful woman.
Hey. No.
I did not call, Matt's a beautiful woman too, but easily safe to say that life is good. Life is damn good right now. So I got a fucking squad behind my back, wouldn't want anyone else behind me, and just grateful to have the team, the people to support me. I've literally been the luckiest human ever with the support I've had in my life. Everything through family, friends, and everyone I've had. So super grateful for it, have everybody here, and we're gonna finish this prep strong.
We love you.
Peace. Today we actually have a very eventful day. Normally I don't do anything, but we are headed first back into the city. Well, we're in the city, out of the city to see my chiropractor, Dr. Pank. He's been helping me a lot this prep. This is probably the first prep I haven't had like serious back pains, knee pains. I've had no pain because everything's just been aligned in place. So we're gonna talk to him when we're there. I also got a few hoodies. You'll know I love my hoodies, especially Champion. So I got 2 hoodies, just simple. I got a gray one and a navy blue one. And we're going to go to a printing store and I'm gonna print the Jack Factory label on it, just for a little bit of swag. They said they sent me the logo, the vector file and all that. So I found a printing place I've used before. We're gonna go there, get it embroidered on, and just be a walking ad sign, because that's what the fitness industry is about, right? Hydration is key. Don't leave the house without your water.
Arriving with the whole crew today.
Family getaway to the chiropractor. She has anxiety the whole time in the car. She's like, why the fuck can't you just let me sleep at home on the carpet?
Oh no, Piggy. Oh.
She pretends like it's for the dog, but it's for her.
I love her.
I hope you can hear all the snoring.
Oh, it's
I don't think you
lovely.
can miss it.
So what are you getting fixed? What part of you is broken?
Everything. Everything's not broken because I consistently see my boy, Pank. But he helps me a lot with my hamstring, because obviously I like had the minor tear in it, and people were hating, saying I need to go see a real doctor, which is pretty savage. He's done like 9 years of school. He's a damn real doctor. And a lot of stuff is just making sure that my hips are aligned and all my muscles are firing properly with no impingements or anything like stuck. So he finds pressure points in which are tight and causing my muscles not to fire and pull in awkward ways, and he makes sure everything's loose, pulling perfectly, so it's not putting any extra strain on any injuries or any part of my body. So he cracks my hips, my back, opens everything up, and it just makes you flow better. So it's been helping me a lot, this prep.
You want your water?
Courtney couldn't leave me behind to visit me.
I'm sorry, Dr. Peg.
Sorry.
She had to come say hi.
Oh, I've missed
Oh.
you sort of even remember me. Said it was getting better.
It's definitely better, yeah. So I trained Friday after you came and saw me.
Okay.
And it was okay. Stuff hurt, but I could do like pendulum squat and like sissy squats and stuff, like quad stuff. And I did some hamstring curls, but it hurt a lot to do really lightweight.
Okay.
And I did it again 2 days ago. I did legs, and it was like 40% of the pain gone.
Okay.
So it was a lot better.
Good.
Yeah. I hack squatted like 5 plates and felt nothing. So
Perfect. Okay, come on over. So this obviously initially happened about a week and a half ago. I can't remember the date. I know it was a Friday, and Chris and I were communicating more by phone, but we'd heard a pop while deadlifting, and there was a lot of pain. I think walking was okay at that point, but any sort of like real weight bearing or exercises was not really on the table at that point. We started rehab right away, just essentially trying to keep it moving in comfortable ranges on a bike, keeping it elevated otherwise, keeping the ankle pumping, just trying to keep fluid flowing through the leg as best we could. And then we started working on the chemical environment for healing as well. So we threw in some extra collagen supplements, so type 2 collagen, to help repair the ligaments, tendons, everything else that was going on in the muscles. We upped the fish oil. I'm saying this on camera. Does Ian know we upped the fish oil yet?
yeah, you're good.
Up the fish oil, which is going to help with reducing the inflammation and helping muscle comfort. We've been doing some topical magnesium, so magnesium spray on the hamstring. Again, magnesium is one of those minerals that's going to really aid in muscle recovery. Some zinc and vitamin C, again, just for some help with, thank you, Courtney, rebuilding collagen. It's all written somewhere. So getting all the building blocks to actually help with the healing. We weren't 100% sure. The bruising didn't come on for almost a week, which is pretty slow for a tear, at least in my experience. Some of the longest I've seen the bruising take to come on, but the bruising eventually did come on, so that kind of confirmed that we had a tear. Now, in terms of progress, we've gone to a point where Chris can pretty comfortably work out in through the gym. I know we talked about being able to at least hack squat 5 plates again and do some isolated hamstring exercises that are starting to come back. So we're making progress there. Bruising has obviously come down a lot in the couple days since I last saw Chris. Yeah, the more function we can get in the gym, I'm expecting, within another week, I think this should hopefully be most of the way out of the way. So treatment-wise, the first thing, again, we decided we'd deal with was just the chemical environment, making sure that we were gonna give the body what it needed to actually be able to repair the hamstring. Another big thing we end up working on is this physical structure of both the pelvis, the knee, the ankle. We wanna make sure that everything's lined up in a way where the origin and insertion of the hamstring are actually pulling from where it wants to be pulling from. It's not always stretch, and the hamstrings are pulling pretty evenly, so leveling out the pelvis. So can I get you to turn onto your side for me? We're going to adjust Chris's right SI joint. Essentially it's going to just look like a push through the SI joint. Can I get you to take a deep breath in? There we go. So with that, what's been happening a lot is the pelvis is made of 3 different bones. So you've got your 2, what are the ilium, the big bones on the side, and the sacrum. And so what happens with Chris is that right ilium twists back, the left twists forward a little bit, if you can kind of get the visual there. And so what actually happens is the bottom of the ilium, where the fingers are where the hamstrings attach, and as those bones twist, one of the hamstring attachments gets lower, the other comes higher, and leveling out the pelvis will help even the pull on the hamstrings. That was one of the biggest things we actually ended up doing for Chris, was just getting that pelvis leveled. The hamstrings started firing a lot better. When we started, following the injury, Chris wasn't able to hold that up at all if I had him try. At this point, just for the sake of it, I can give him about as much pressure as I humanly can, and it seems like it's still pretty pain-free, and it's firing the way we want it to, which is exactly what we're looking for. Now, we can isolate different parts of the hamstring, so more the lateral hamstring here tends to be the more painful part still. Hold that there again. And how's that feeling at this point?
It's better, but it's still
It's still off. Okay. And try that again. Any change there?
That feels a lot better.
And so we're just looking at this point for what different points are gonna end up changing how that feels, how that pulls. So again, generally leveling the pelvis, and we've already worked on the lower tendons, just trying to get some pressure off them with just a percussion massager. Up through here is actually drawing more from classical osteopathy. It's a lymphatic drainage channel, so just helping clear the waste in through the hamstring. All right, while Chris is here, we're going to take a look at a couple other things because there is the Olympia coming up and there is more than just Chris's hamstring to worry about. Generally, there's a lot of tightness in between the shoulder blades, so a couple ways we can release that. The most straightforward one is just a prone adjustment through here. Can I get you to take a breath in for me, Chris? And I'm going to lower your head. Bring it to the side. And a breath in. And a breath in. Let that out. Perfect. So generally, I'm going to come around to the other side here. We're going to adjust in through lower T-spine here. Breath in. And let that out. Good. And ideally, Chris, can you raise the right leg up as high as you can for me? Perfect. Left. That evens things out. Good. From here, I'm going to get you on your back for me. Face up. Working more again on the hamstring pelvis. We want to make sure the feet and the knees are both behaving the way we want them to. We're getting a couple cracks in the feet already. Dorsiflexion's been getting better and better. We are still going to give a pull here. And again, dorsiflexion isn't too bad, but we're going to give the ankle a tug. Just to gap it, see if we can open it up a little more, and that feels better. In through the knees. We're going to check proximal tib-fib joint just for basically is it gliding back and forth the way we want it to, and that's fine. There we go. And that loosens that up. From here, we're going to check adductors. Can you squeeze the ankles together? Which are working pretty well. And then the glute med, hold that out to the side. And so we're still a little off. I shouldn't be able to move a guy this size. And try that one. Good. Can you bring a hand there for me? And hold that out. And take that hand away. And hold that out. And hold. And one more time away. And
That's the trick why they call him the wizard. For wondering if all these cracks feel as good as they sound. They absolutely do.
Should we turn this into an ASMR video?
ASMR, chiropractic cracking.
I've seen less so for the hamstring and more so to keep all the neck pain and headaches Chris tends to get at bay. We are going to check through the neck here.
Yeah, I legit had chronic migraines, like, for 2 years almost. From training, just bad posture, looking at my phone too much, and coming here for, like, I think the first month they went away.
Chris tends to respond really well to a manual adjustment, so we're just going to turn and push. And we're going to try that once more. He's usually a little less stubborn, but up for me. So everything through the back should feel much looser at this point. I'm gonna get you, yeah, perfect.
Oh, see, I couldn't do that Friday.
No, you could
I
not.
couldn't put shoes on Friday. That was the hardest leaning over with weight on. That feels a lot better. I always feel just like loose after I walk out of there, you know? Like when you watch like stuff like move like that, that's how I feel like my back can move. And my neck always like starts to feel slightly tight by the end of the week, and then it gets fixed up and it's just like good to go. So grateful for that, but we were in there for a little bit longer, obviously trying to film. He's been doing a lot of extra work on me, my hamstrings Obviously, sometimes we do some bicep work, always do the neck, spine, hips, all the good stuff. So out of there now, gotta rush, and I want to get the t-shirts printed on like I wanted to do, and then we gotta go home and eat because today is a high carb day and I need to get some food in me and go train some biceps. So dropped off the hoodies, said they'll take about 3 to 4 days to print on them, and made it home. Took too long because I was hungry AF in the car, but high carb day is a great day. So I have 300 grams of sweet potato raw weight for the accurate weighing. And I have 150 grams of chicken breast and some spinach and some couple of green beans, and we're gonna throw some honey mustard on there, and we're gonna go to town. Probably not gonna train after this meal because it's high carb day. I want to have a little more carbs in me, so chill after this, eat again, and then we're gonna go train.
Spinach, yeah.
Spinach.
Spinach, Court?
No,
Courtney,
not
like,
spinach.
Courtney's got some spinach as well.
I do.
What does Court have today?
Oh, you know, just some rice and chicken
Yours looks
and
more
some
exciting
baby
than his.
carrots and.
I got carbs today. I don't have to make it that exciting. So fueled up on a high carb day, feeling pretty lit. Better be a good workout. It's arm day. You guys know I got my tiny little biceps I gotta grow, so we're gonna go in there, crush an arm workout, hopefully put these carbs to good work. We got the whole crew jammed into the little coupe. So Courtney and Matt gym in the back, hit a new body, the good old stomping grounds bodybuilding gym, and we're gonna get lit and have a sick workout. See you there.
What are you training, Court?
I am going to do some legs. Typical girl thing. Just gotta do the legs, some booty, you know. Try to do Chris. Try to have
Try to do
Chris.
Chris?
Try to have Chris do it with me, but he'd be like, I'm not training like you. He's gotta go all heavy and shit. Hurt his hamstrings, you know.
Very crooked. most of my arm days are always same construct. I start with a cable, often a rope push down. Kind of gas that out, go as heavy as I can. Lots of volume, I do like 4 warm-up sets and then a few working sets of that. So we get a nice pump in the triceps, lots of blood flow to the elbows. And then I move on to my heaviest compound movement, which is usually either a dumbbell kind of press or close grip like you saw today. Kind of get the big movement out of the way once you're a little warmed up. Move over to something overhead because you want to get a deep stretch. So we're trying to hit tricep in all different angles. We're doing this one for the deep stretch, something behind the head. Once we do 3 exercises, move on to biceps, same kind of thing. Start off a little light. Biceps I never go too heavy, but switch it up. Usually start with some basic curls and then flow through the workout. Up. I need cooks for this. Oh. Time to take off the pump cover, if there's a pump underneath. For these bicep curls, I always used to do the traditional bring it down like this and rotate the wrist. And while it's obviously really good because one of the main functions of the biceps is to supinate the wrist, I found switching it up sometimes, I just get a constant better contraction, just more tension on the muscle when I am constantly supinating my wrist, forcing that pinky up, even on the way down. It just causes me to create a little more tension the whole way. It might be a little bit less of a stretch down there, but the contraction I get at the top is worth it. So every now and then I switch it up and I don't rotate the wrist on bicep curls. 4 more weeks. 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 Go. Build up here. So this is Matt's new secret exercise he's teaching me. And because part of the tricep attaches onto the lat, to get a full stretch in it, you need to kind of like stretch your lat out and let your elbow actually raise up. So we start off with like 10 regular push downs, keeping the elbows locked in. And in the last few sets to burn out, you kind of want to stretch at the top here so you're letting your lat relax. And once you pull up here, you start the movement with the full forearm pulling down like this. And then you finish with the tricep there. And it hits you real quick. This slight movement right here is a weird tricep part that you don't move that hits you up top. And it gets you a really good, like, different kind of contraction to switch things up, you know? One bicep exercise, or one position people never get their bicep into, is the tightest contraction point of your bicep. Most people don't know, slash it's super awkward, but the shortest possible position to get your bicep is actually with your elbow up like this, kind of with your hand behind your head. And it's a super awkward movement. Sometimes they try and do it on lat pull down machines when they have something like that. Some places have a plate, pin loaded machines that pull it, but this is probably the best version of that I've ever seen. So biggest stretch you can get in your bicep would be behind your back, like this, sitting on an incline, maybe with a dumbbell curl. Tightest contraction, exercise like this, pulling it with your hand behind your head, elbow up in the air.
Fish. Oh my god, you're doing a set. Sorry. Whoops.
Anabolic. Boost testosterone mid-set.
I didn't actually know he was doing a set.
Do it now.
I'm sorry.
I'll just fuck around.
Oh. It's like, wow, I'm a piece of shit. Just cut that out. Okay, cool. Awesome.
Arm workout is complete. It's funny, day on my high carbs, I really don't have much energy. I kind of feel a little bit more euphoric, a little more serotonin runs my body from the carbs, glucose, but once I get in the gym after like 30 minutes, my energy still plummets. But better workout than normal, had a decent pump, saw a few veins, which is rare. So not that vascularity matters for anything, but we're gonna head home, get some more carbs in me, and hopefully tomorrow when my body's actually filled up with food, have a really good workout. We're training back tomorrow, so very important day for me, because again, I got a shit back, got some shit arms, but they're better than last year, so no complaints. That's about it. Wrapped up this workout and head home and eat. So we're wrapping up the day today. Was a more exciting day than normal. Normally I'm just sitting on the couch, lying in bed, having me a little nap, chilling, watching some Netflix, doing my thing. But got in to see Dr. Pink, which was really good. Always helps me out a lot. He talked about potentially seeing me on Friday, but I have a shoot, I believe. Gymshark's coming down, and we're doing a shoot for some stuff they have coming out. I told them I'm in prep. Focus is on chilling, eating, doing nothing. So I canceled all my travel this prep. I locked it down so I can look as good as possible on show day. Not for you guys, but you guys are welcome, because if I look better, that's awesome. But yeah, so they're actually flying to me for a shoot on Friday. So we got that coming up. I booked a haircut Saturday too, which I'm really sad about. Fucked that up, so I'm gonna have shitty hair on Friday for the shoot. Sick hair afterwards Saturday, but at least you guys get to see that. Again, you're welcome. You guys get all the favors here. But yeah, it's pretty much the day. We trained, we got our back fixed, we got our neck fixed. I got some hoodies being made up soon. So we're good, we're chilling. And with Calvin here, you guys are gonna have some sick content. As always, you guys can check out his shit. Calvin UT Tom is his Instagram. He can attach it if he wants. You've seen his edits before, they're fucking dope. He's the only guy I wanted in my corner as we're finishing up the Olympia vlogging. I didn't want anyone else around. People are too awkward around when we just vibe way better than everyone. He always makes stuff I like. So, super excited to have him at my back. I don't have to worry about vlogging anymore. You guys are gonna love it. We're gonna get some sick content out and just keep living that prep life. We got 3.5 more weeks and then it's all over. Peace.